thanks for coming.
Oh, yeah, pleasure to be here. Thanks, Labna, for asking me.
To have you here. So basically today we will be focusing more. I know that you're very passionate about general health, and now with oral health, after we always have these chats about how it's so important with supplementation, even if you're having the good amount of diet, good lifestyle. But let's start with this part first. What would be, today we'll be talking about vitamin D. And so what would be the source, the natural sources that we can get the vitamin D from?
Okay, well, nutritional sources of vitamin D would be your oily fish, salmon, mackerel, eggs, some fermented milk as well, some organ meats. But predominantly we make vitamin D from the sun. 30 minutes of decent sun exposure a day would result in adequate amounts of vitamin D in the body. But we don't get enough vitamin D in this country, unfortunately, and we're right now in the depths of the winter. So as well as eating a healthy diet, it's really crucial to supplement with vitamin D as well.
So you're saying that even people here in Ireland, for example, they are getting a good amount, they're focusing on their diet, they know that they have their vitamin D and all their protein and vitamins. Would you recommend them to change the lifestyle around that as well, and why?
Okay, well, if you think in terms of Ireland, we're very far north of the equator, so we don't get huge amount of good sunlight, and as human beings, we're covered in vitamin D receptors. 98% of our cells have vitamin D receptors, not dissimilar to plants that have chlorophyll to harness the energy of the sun. We're all solar beings, and so the reason we have all these receptors is that we need the light, and ideally if we lived in a nice hot country, the sunlight would shine on our skin, it would activate the vitamin D receptors mixed with the oils in our skin, and the vitamin D would be absorbed in through the liver. And vitamin D is really important for optimum function of the body. It's known as the immunomodulator. It mediates immune response. It calms inflammation down the body. It elevates mood. We all feel great when it's a nice sunny day. There's a reason for that. I think I said it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. It is very good for people with any kind of arthritic conditions, because it helps reduce the amount of pain medication people might need to take, and it is a powerful anti-carcinogenic as well. So it has a lot of different benefits for the body, and so there's a lot of reasons to be aware of vitamin D and the importance of supplementing it.
Very interesting. And I think you mentioned before as well that there are certain groups of people that they should be aware more of their vitamin D levels.
That's very true. Like we're all working indoors a lot more these days in front of computer screens, so we're not outside getting the light. Bear in mind, we only make vitamin D at the height of the summer, when our shadow is at its shortest, which is between the times of 12 and 2 o'clock. And that's actually when a lot of people will go out and put on the factor. So a factor as low as factor 7 is going to block that synthesis of vitamin D. So it's all about sensible sun exposure. During the summertime, if you're out in the garden, if you're away on a holiday, get out for half an hour without the factor, let those vitamin D receptors activate, and you will synthesize hundreds of thousands of IU of vitamin D. Let's say if you're in a 2-week holiday in Spain, or the sun is shining in Ireland. And so that's really important, sensible sun exposure. But people that are really, it's really important to supplement are anybody doing shift work, doctors, dentists, you're indoors a lot as well. Pregnant women, very important for fetal development, for the health of the mother as well, before, during and after pregnancy. People wanting to conceive, children to help with healthy bone development, or senior citizens, because the vitamin D receptors deplete as we age. So it's really important to help prevent osteoporosis, very high rate of osteoporosis in Ireland because of the lack of light, people, you have darker skin than me, for example. So
that I was very interested in. Darker skin people needs more
very,
exposure.
very important. My best friend is from Chile in South America. She moved to Ireland when she was in her teens, and it's very important for her to supplement, because the darker your skin, the more difficult it is to absorb vitamin D, because when you're in a hot country, it protects you against burning. And anybody recovering from any sort of illness, people in remission from cancer, very important to optimize that vitamin D in the system. Anybody with any kind of autoimmune condition. To be honest, Lobna, everybody, because vitamin D has so many benefits in terms of health and wellness in the body. And so it is a crucial supplement to have on your radar.
So I think the most two important factors here is your nutrition and as well exposure to sunlight, which is so important.
Absolutely.
So we talked about vitamin D, that is an immunomodulator, it's an anti-inflammatory, carcinogenic. So can you talk about what is the link between vitamin D and overall health?
The one thing I forgot to say there about vitamin D is bone and teeth health, because we're so used to thinking about vitamin D in terms of boosting calcium absorption. But let's say in simplest terms, it's a micronutrient. It helps improve the absorption of calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, other minerals in the body. Calcium is the most important mineral in the body. So, if we didn't have enough calcium, we wouldn't be able to stand or walk or function effectively. So, and the fact that we're covered in these we get on to oral health now in a minute. But I was saying before the camera started, that there's a reason why ancient cultures worship the sun. Sure. If we put a plant in a cupboard, it would be dead in a couple of days. We need sunlight. Yes, we can get. I'm all about nutrition, food first, then target your supplementation. You don't need to over supplement. But vitamin D, as a nutritionist, it's the one thing people always say, what's the most important supplement? I will say vitamin D, because it is the sunshine vitamin, and we need light to thrive, and calcium, healthy bones, healthy teeth as well.
Oh, interesting. So when it comes to oral health, there's a lot of evidence now coming up, and it's been over 10 years, let's say, that where we're having a lot of systematic reviews, and they're encouraging the dental practitioner or dentists or anyone in the dental profession to advise patients to take vitamin D supplements. And as a periodontist or a gum specialist, I think it's so important to mention that how bone health is so important when it comes to periodontal health or gum health in general. But also because periodontitis or gum disease is actually inflammation. And we just mentioned that vitamin D is anti-inflammatory.
It's a powerful natural anti-inflammatory, so it's going to help promote healthy gums, help prevent gum disease, gingivitis. Vitamin D is also, as I said, it's like the gatekeeper of calcium. So calcium is really important for the structure of the teeth, for strong teeth, for bone structure in the body as well. And then dentine as well, which is vitamin D is very important for healthy dentine, which is the layer underneath the teeth, and it's full of these living cells, and they support the nerve of the tooth, and they also support the blood flow to the tooth. So if they don't get sufficient vitamin D, then
cells are not working.
No, and you're going to be more prone to having things like tooth decay and disease in the mouth. So I think vitamin D is super important, and it's great that you as a periodontist are aware of the importance of vitamin D supplementation to help your clients.
Especially when it comes to, there's a lot of, we don't talk that much about women's health, and we're having lots of increase in the premenopause now, postmenopausal women, senior citizens when they come, even with dental implants. It's very interesting that now a lot of recommendations, they say you have to make sure of your vitamin D levels of your patients. Recommend supplementation. So from your expertise, what I want to understand is that what are your recommendations about supplements?
Okay, well, again, food first. Food is really important. Obviously, minimize the sugar as well, because it's going to help, It's going to promote unhealthy bacteria in the mouth and inflammation. But as I said, even with the best diet in the world, we're not going to get enough vitamin D from our diet, and we're living in Ireland, so we're not going to get enough sunlight and being indoors and all those different elements that we spoke about earlier. As a nutritionist, what I recommend to my clients who are adults, we need around 3,000 IU of vitamin D in the day as a maintenance dose. Okay, and if you're unsure about how much to supplement, go get a vitamin D test done with your GP, and you want your vitamin D blood serum levels to be excuse me, over 75 nanomoles per milliliter, under 150, and that is the therapeutic range. So if you're below that, you know that you need to supplement more, but basically 3,000 IU a day over the space of 2 to 3 months will get your levels into the therapeutic range.
And so what are the dosage that you work with Hormonal?
I do. And I'm going to do a bit of promotion for Hormonal here today. These are our D-Pearls. These are 3,000 IU, also known as 75 UG, which is just another measurement of vitamin D. That's international units, and that is micrograms. So just to get down to the nitty gritty, as I said before, naturally we make vitamin D by shining on our skin. It mixes with the oils absorbed through the liver. So it's really important to take vitamin D in oil. These are in cold pressed olive oil. They're tiny little pearls. And they're blister packed as well, which is, I love this because they're not becoming contaminated or oxidizing, rattling around in a bottle. And if you go away for a weekend, you can cut a little strip.
It's so important to talk about Pharmanord and why are we mentioning them in order from the dosage point of view. It's because I'm one of the people who walk in through, like, say, pharmacies, stores, and I see a huge amount.
Yes,
of
so many
vitamin D
different supplements.
I go like, what is the right supplements? What am I gonna take? So that's why Pharmanord, one of the, when we have met, I love that they have different dosage and the way how it's kind of built into these small capsules.
Yeah, they're easy to swallow.
Easy to swallow. There's children as well involved, because even with kids, these gummies now going into the market. And
they're full of sugar.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit?
Well, Pharmanord, the main difference with Pharmanord is that we are extremely well documented. All of our supplements are, we have the studies to back them up. Everything is GMP standard pharmaceutical grade. Again, you spoke about the different strengths of vitamin D. This is the 3,000 IU, what we're recommending for everybody going into the colder months. In the summer months, you can consider, you've been away on holiday and you've had that nice sun exposure, you can consider doing slightly lesser dose of 1,520. And then we have the juniors as well, which my kids love because, again, they're tiny little pearls and they're really easy to swallow. So the reason that you would choose Pharmanord is because of the documentation and the studies. We have the studies to back up the efficacy of our supplements. We're in about 80 countries worldwide. We're in all of the pharmacies in Ireland, all the health stores as well. And when we talk about studies, we're talking about double-blind, randomized, gold standard studies. So it's really, really important. You don't need to over-supplement, but you need to target your supplementation. And Pharmanord, we focus on deficiencies. So food first, then things like your vitamin D and magnesium and things like that.
So I think if we want to summarize this to our audience is that, first of all, let's focus on changing lifestyle and on our nutrition. Make sure that you have your vitamin D nutrition. Helen have mentioned number of nutritional sources for that, and also always go out in the sun, reasonable exposure to sunlight. And the other thing is get your vitamin D checked. This is so important.
Very important.
Supplementation. You know what is the right supplementation for you. So here in Keystone, we will be supplementing Pharmanord's vitamin D. As part of this, I do recommend for my patients all the time. When it comes to patients' periodontal disease, ingrown patients. So, Yeah,
and from a nutritional point of view as well, It's really important that people have a healthy diet. They eat lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. You know, they're having well-sourced protein, good sources of fat. They're cutting down anything white, the refined sugars. Again, that's going to feed, you know, the bad bacteria in the mouth and cause issues with your gums and your teeth. And so again, if anybody needs any nutritional guidance, come see me in the Magic Spoon. And again, so happy to be here, and thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much for coming. Appreciate that.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.